Today we're going to talk about how to jack up your Ford Ranger and pull off the rear tire so that you can replace it with a new tire. And here you see the first thing you got to do is pull off these center hubcaps. And these are made of plastic and aluminum, so they're pretty delicate. Make sure that you use a crowbar that's got a plastic or a rubber coating on it so it doesn't damage the caps. And here you see I'm pulling off each nut one by one in a random fashion here. I'm just trying to get these nuts loose while there's still some tension with the tire on the ground. And these haven't been changed out in a long time, so you can see they're pretty rusty and it takes a lot of force. And that's really the main reason to do this before you jack the car up, so that you have that extra force with the tire being against the ground. And once these are loose enough to be able to turn by hand, then you can move on to jacking up the car. And if you've still got the original tire replacement equipment with your Ford Ranger, then you've got a jack that looks like this, which moves the whole car up and down, depending on if you're turning this wheel here clockwise or counterclockwise. And you should also have these extender bars here as well, which fit right into the jack. And what you're looking at here is your car tire wrench, which also has a small hole in it that you can use with the extender bars, so that you don't have to be directly underneath the car when you're jacking it up. And now here you see me placing a bottle jack underneath the point in the rear of the car that you should use to jack up your car. Now this is important because you want to make sure you don't use some other part of the frame or some other soft metal that you believe can support the weight of the car, because it probably can't. And here I am off to the side now, jacking the car up slowly. And it's at about this point you begin to see the rear tire move a little bit, and it starts to move more and more as the car goes up. So we don't want to get the tire too high off the ground, maybe an inch or two. Just enough to get the old tire off and get another one on there. And you can see I'm just now using my hands to pull those nuts off the rest of the way. And in an ideal world, you'd have some car jack stands here to support the weight of the car in case for any reason, as I'm pulling the tire off, the car falls off the jack. But as you can see, I don't have one available right now, and that would be a normal safety precaution. And as you can see, it's a pretty rusty wheel. Sometimes it takes a little bit of kicking and force to pull it off, but as you can see, this one just comes right off. And here you're watching me put a replacement tire into position so that the holes in the wheel match up with the bolts. And once I get those bolts into the holes, I don't have to worry about the car falling on me anymore. And in part 2, I show how to tighten up the nuts so that you can be sure the tire won't fall off your car while you're driving. Thanks for watching.